Hello fans of the beautiful game. This is Chess Gold with another famous position from the history of the game. A position you really should know if you call yourself a chess fan. Okay, this position is the position after the 17th move, Queen takes b2 of the Immortal game, played in London, played in 1851 by Adolf Anderssen and Anderssen-Kieseritzky. Well, the Immortal game, Anderssen-Kieseritzky, many chess players have heard about it. If you haven't, well, then you really should watch this. But even if you have heard about it and probably have seen the moves at one stage, do you really know the background? Do you really know the moves? And do you really know the amazing finish? By the way, did you know it was not even an official game? It was a training game, a training game away from the tournament. Anyway, let me tell you about this game and about the main aspects. It was a tournament in 1851 organized by Howard Staunton. Staunton, and I'm reading from Kasparov's My Great Predecessors book, volume 1. Staunton, who had long dreamed of organizing a tournament of the leading players in the world, decided to make use of a convenient occasion, the Great Industrial Exhibition in London. And having enlisted the support of the St. George's Chess Club, he set up an organizing committee and sent out invitations over the whole of Europe. Well, many invitations went out. One went out to the German #1 player, Laza, but Laza was not able to play, so the German Federation sent the comparatively little known Adolf Anderssen to the tournament, and that turned out to have great consequences. The tournament was played in knockout format, so they didn't play a round robin, they played knockout games, and it turned out that early in the tournament Anderssen and Kieseritzky were paired against each other. Anderssen won the match. He won 2 games and there was 1 draw. And then over the next few days, him and Kieseritzky played a number of friendly games on top of the official games. And it was in fact Kieseritzky who won that. He won a total of 9 games, lost 5, and there were 2 draws. So Kieseritzky got the best of Anderssen, not in the official part, but in the friendly game part. But of course, one of those friendly games made Anderssen legendary, and Kieseritzky as well, although he was on the losing side of it. Okay, so let's look at the position. Let's look what happened. This is the position, as I said, 17 move, Queen takes b2, and then Anderssen played this move, the bishop from f4 to d6, starting a brilliant combination, even though the combination was incorrect. What black should have done is, after taking the rook on a1 and king e2, rook a1 check, queen a1 check and king e2, he should have played queen b2. It was Wilhelm Steinitz, the first world champion, who showed that this was the correct way for black to play. But Kieseritzky did not choose this variation. So after Anderssen played the bishop to d6, Kieseritzky, instead of taking on e1, he took the other rook on g1. Bishop takes g1. And here comes a beautiful, nice, quiet move from Anderssen. e4, e5. And now Kieseritzky takes the other rook. Let's say if we play a nonsense move for black, just to show what a threat is after e4, e5. Let's say he plays a7, a6, just a nonsense move to show the mating threat. a6, then there's knight takes g7 check, king d8, and bishop c7 checkmate. So that was the threat after Anderssen played the move e4, e5. As I said, a nice quiet move. So that's the threat. Of course, Kieseritzky saw that. He played queen takes a1 check, King e2. And now there's different variations, different versions of what happened. Kieseritzky himself said that at this point he resigned because he couldn't find, he saw the threats and he couldn't find a way to stop it. Other sources say that Kieseritzky actually played knight a6, after which Anderssen announced the mate in 3 moves. And that was the end of the game. So there's different versions and we'll never know what really happened. Steinitz tried to show that bishop a6 would save the game by giving the king an extra square. But it was Chigorin, Steinitz's big rival, who then showed through a long analysis that white then also wins. Anyway, so the beautiful variation which really made this game immortal comes after knight a6. We're not sure if Kieseritzky really played that or not. He might have, and then Anderssen announced mate in 3 moves, which goes as follows: knight takes g7 check, king d8, and here comes the beautiful move, another sacrifice. Sacrifice of the queen this time. He already sacrificed the bishop, he sacrificed both his rooks, and here comes queen f6. Knight takes f6, and then bishop e7 checkmate. So white only has 3 pieces left, and black has his whole army, but white wins through checkmate. Again, from Kasparov's predecessors, he says, objectively the game is rather weak and superficial, but what a finish. After sacrificing both rooks, a bishop and a queen, the mate was simultaneously pure, economic and smooth. And the 5th world champion Max Euwe said, an unusually elegant finish, almost forcing the incorrectness of the entire combination to be forgotten. So the Immortal game, that was the Immortal game, so now you know more about it, and tell your friends about it. If you liked this one, please subscribe, please give it a thumbs up, please tell your friends about it, because I will be showing very soon more important positions from the history of the game of chess that you really should know. Thank you very much for watching, and it's Chess Gold signing off. Bye bye.